Hello everyone, good afternoon. My name is Guillaume Nadeau-Magnet. I am here today with none other than my partner in crime, Mark Buffa. We are the voice of bowling in Canada. And Mark, this is an important day for us because you are going to announce something to our fans in Quebec, Canada, United States, worldwide. What is the big announcement today, Mark?
So unfortunately today we are announcing that the Montreal Open for 2020 is going to be canceled due to everything obviously happening with COVID-19. We feel it is the responsible thing to do as a tournament organizer. So also, you know, with what's happening here in Montreal of all places, it's just the right thing to do, and we're going to be better than ever for 2021 and ready for you in the next year.
So Mark, could you explain us why you came up with this decision? What are the reasons that support your decision to postpone the third edition of the Montreal Open to 2021?
Well, let's go back to when we originally wanted to make the Montreal Open. The idea was not to just do a bowling tournament, but to make an event. And when you mention the word event, it means, you know, a lot of people, people from all over the place, a lot of money involved, a lot of, you know, prize funds, prestige, yada, yada. And with everything happening, travel restrictions, borders being closed, a lot of players coming from out of town, the problems that we're having here in Montreal with the confinement, a lot of these things are still, you know, kind of up in the clouds, and we still don't know what to expect. And that doesn't even count, you know, going to get sponsors and gathering all that. I don't even want to go there yet, but it's just one of the things where if we would have had a smaller pool of people to go after to bring into the event and only have, let's say, 100, 150 entries, which is still going to be a good tournament, but it's not a great event, then what's the point? You know, so last year we had 246 bowlers for a total of 496 entries. And that's really the driving force behind the Montreal Open, is this whole community aspect. So if we have, you know, our legs cut off under us by the fact that this virus won't allow people to travel, it kind of defeats the purpose. So that's the underlying condition, Guillaume, of why we made that decision. You know, if we can't go big, let's gather up our forces and make it even bigger for 2021.
And we all know that at Buffa Bowling, it's always pedal to the metal. So, so we want to make sure that what we can offer you as a tournament, as an event, is going to be outstanding. It's going to reach new levels. And, you know, you said it yourself with the numbers. I mean, it's rare today that we can have tournaments with as many entries as you mentioned, and also for the prize fund, $66,000 offered in prize fund last year. But there's also the number of viewers that is important, because we live stream the tournament. We, as I said, we are the voice of bowling in Canada, and you have some outstanding numbers also for the viewers last year. Can you talk a little bit about this reach that we have in the world?
Yeah, for sure. So in the past, we've always been involved in anything that was television based or anything that was filmed, and that kind of went to the wayside when we decided to do the Montreal Open. Basically put all our eggs in that basket, and it was great. Year one was great, but year two we absolutely smashed it. We had that weekend, we had over 9,000 views in those 3 days, just live. That doesn't count all the other views. And total views for that weekend was over 21,000 views. So it's absolutely insane for just a small little local tournament, little local, but you know, something that we could do here in Montreal. It's great. We had viewership from all over the place: Asia, Europe, Australia, you name it. People were watching, all four corners of the province, all four corners of the country. So again, everyone that watched us on YouTube, thank you for that. Thank you for supporting the channel, helping us grow, and really fueling us to do a good job and bring you guys some primo content.
And you know, I'm pretty sure that next year, with all happening these days, the bowlers will be hungry to bowl, and you know, they will do whatever possible to come to Montreal to bowl the Montreal Open. And for sure, at Buffa Bowling, all the crew will be hungry to give you like the best tournament ever. We want to reach, as I said, new levels with a maximum number of entries, squads, and I will be there for sure to bring you the boom, to bring you the excitement at home. I want to share my passion, and I miss that so much, and it breaks my heart that I won't be able to call the action this year with you, Mark. But you know what? 2021 is going to be outstanding, right?
Yeah, so every year we have these dreams that we want to accomplish with the tournament, or even myself personally on the business side and on the individual side. So there's some things that we were thinking about here over the last couple of years. Now that we have got a little bit more time and some downtime to really reassess the situation and see what we can bring to the table in 2021. Expect something big. You know, it's going to be a big event. It's going to welcome bowling back to normalcy. And once things are back to normal, we'll be ready to go. And you know, I want to take the opportunity also, Guillaume, to thank the sponsors that have made the Montreal Open what it is today. People are calling in from all over the place to fit it into their tournament calendar, and it's because of the sponsors that we're able to do it. Like I've got the special edition IQ Tour Pearl that we did here with Storm year one, and they turned out being the main title sponsor in year two because they saw that, you know, there was a huge response for the great event. You know, so, you know, Storm, Rotogrip, Brunswick, Brunswick Deviate Radical, Columbia Track, Ebonite Hammer, Dexter, KR Strike Force, Kegel, Cubic AMF, Bowl Canada, CTF, basically anybody that's who's who in the bowling industry stepped up and helped us out, give you guys a top-notch event. And I'm just hoping that they'll come back for some more. And we'll be knocking on some doors. You know, we got some good numbers here with the live stream numbers and also with the entries. We're going to get some big names in the next couple of events here coming up forward.
Absolutely. So, Mark, we are going to show our fans some images, some videos about the previous 2 years. We have also our two champions, Chad Roberts and Dan MacLelland, who are going to say a few words about the tournament. And we all invite you to the third edition of the Montreal Open in 2021. Mark that on your calendar.
We're just hitting pause for 2020. We'll be back in 2021. Hope to see you there. October long weekend here in Canada, which is our Thanksgiving. Come celebrate with us. We'll be ready for you. Bigger than ever, better than ever. We'll be ready. See you guys in 2021.
Actually, that was the first tournament I bowled in Canada, and it was probably one of the most professional events that I've bowled, throughout my career, including the PBA. It just felt like they listened to the bowlers. They gave the bowlers what they need. Everything ran smoothly. And then the online live finals was pretty exciting, and getting to see everyone that stayed to watch. A lot of the times when you get down the stretch, everyone has travel plans and that leaves, but it seemed like you could feel the prestige of the tournament and what it meant to Montreal and for the whole country of Canada. So there was a very large presence there, and it made it feel even more special to come away with the win. It was actually one of the first things that we put on our calendar for 2020. So we're definitely coming back, and we're bringing more of our Higgy's Aquarium USBC Open Championships team with us, along with our significant others, because we were really impressed with the city. It's something that we wanted to explore more of, and we can't wait to get back. It's a tournament that we were really impressed with as well. Just the professionalism and the whole Buffa Distribution family, they welcomed us in, and treated us like family, and it made it feel like a really special tournament.
I am with Dan MacLelland, the winner of the inaugural Montreal Open in 2018. Can you talk a little bit about your experience at the Montreal Open in 2018 and 2019, please?
Expected everything that happened that year. I was bowling pretty well, and I was very confident in myself to win the tournament. And I was pretty excited because I know Mark and Frank and everybody at Buffa, they are, bowling minded, and it was fun to have that type of tournament in Canada, and to showcase our abilities, even the local talent in Montreal and surrounding areas, going through match play and the head-to-head matches. It was fun. It was something different, and just being able to compete against the best around United States and in Montreal and in Canada. It was awesome. The one thing I really remember from that tournament is the trophy that you win. It's a championship belt, and who can say that they won a championship belt as a trophy? Maybe Chad Roberts because he won in 2019, but it was such a great experience. It was a fun time. Had my family there with me. Chrissy was there, Harper was there. It was a really great time. Well, first off, just the amount of entries. You get the amount of entries that the Montreal Open produces. You don't see that a lot anymore. I've seen that type of tournament, with the Proprietor Cup, with as many entries, but it's a different atmosphere. So, bowlers, you better get ready for the next Montreal Open in 2021. Myself, Chad Roberts, we will be there to defend our championships. And, we want you to come out and bowl against the best there is in Montreal, in Quebec, in Canada, and in the US. Can't wait to see you there.